everyone. Happy Wednesday. Well, we've made it to the midweek mark and we're finally getting a little bit of sunshine right now on our windows in Moore Tower Cam. You can still see some cloud cover as well, and we need more of these clouds to come in because we have more storm chances on the way, and the sunshine builds in a little instability, which is not good for us when it comes to storms. Temperatures are picking up slightly. We're seeing some 50s on the board, some areas near the 60s, and this morning's showers and storms are now off to the northeast. We're anticipating more rounds, though, throughout today. From our first alert Doppler, we're seeing a couple scattered showers and storms throughout the region as well. Now, what's bringing this in? Well, it's this upper-level low-pressure system, and attached to it is this cold front. And this cold front is carrying in this line of showers and storms, and the pattern of this activity is really one diagonal, and it's south of I-44. So we're going to continue to monitor a lot of that for today. A lot of that activity for severe activity for today is in that range, and then some high pressure is going to get closer to us as we get into this evening, and we'll see that cold front continue to shift off in that direction. Now, the next round of showers and storms is going to come in with another system that is going to possibly bring in a couple instances of some scattered storms tomorrow. But tomorrow we will see some more drier conditions for some periods of our day. The consistency of the storms is not going to be as prevalent as we're seeing today, or we're expected to see on Friday as well. We'll start to see some breezes move in as that pressure gradient is expected to tighten. Now, that system is going to tighten ahead of this cold front that's going to come in. But the threats for today's storms are larger size hail, also some damaging winds, and a very low end tornado threat. But we are wanting to talk about tornado safety today, as it is severe weather preparedness week. So what is the difference between a tornado watch and a warning? Well, when we see a tornado watch, that means an area could possibly see a tornado, but no immediate effects or no immediate action is needed to be taken. But as we see things transition to a tornado warning, that's when things get dangerous, and you want to make sure you have a plan in place, because that's when you want to go immediately to your safe spot. So what's some good safe spots? You want to go to the most interior portion of your house, or just where you are at. Usually that is a bathroom. If you have a basement, that is also very great as well. And you want to make sure you have your weather alerts. As always, in NOAA radio, we also have our KSN KODE weather app, and then our 4 States Plus app as well on the TV. But again, these are the best places to take cover. You want to make sure you have your safe space in mind when you go for a watch, or when a watch is in set. And then when a warning gets put in place, you want to be able to go there right away, because that means a tornado is most likely to not possibly just hit your area, but areas surrounding you as well. Marginal threat for today, this is that line I was talking about southeast of I-44. As you move further south today, you see a slight risk 2 out of 5. Biggest threat is that larger hail and then damaging winds. But then as we transition into tomorrow off to our west, we have another marginal threat. Similar risks are expected. But what we are really looking at is Friday, because this is where we see already this enhanced risk. 3 out of 5, all threats are possible, and we see a higher risk for tornadoes. So this threat is what we will be tracking going into Friday. Again, all threats are possible, so you do want to be weather aware as we get closer to our weekend. Highs for today around 60 degrees in Joplin, 58 in Veneta, also 58 in Parsons. And dropping into this evening, those lows are going to get into the 40s and 50s for us, so it'll be a bit more cool. Now here's a look at your KSN forecast from Local Weather Authority. Today's high is going to be around 60 and more tower cam, but more so the fog. Look at this right now. You cannot see anything across the city of Joplin as we are awaiting some stronger storms that are making their way to the 4 states. From our first alert Doppler, you can see some stronger cores are headed right towards Parsons right there in southeast Kansas, and then we're waiting for other parts of us to see more of these storms, northeast Oklahoma as well. You could see that right there. No watches and warnings currently in effect, but as always, we are just tracking, because that could change very soon. Temperatures are in the 40s and 50s as of right now. It is feeling a bit more cooler outside for sure, but as some more of that moisture starts to settle in, it will feel a bit warmer. Low pressure system amongst us right now, dragging in this cold front. Now that is going to carry in this line of showers and storms across the 4 states. That does bring in the chance for some severe weather, and that is what we're looking at right here. So we'll see more waves of showers and storms throughout today, not just this morning. Right now we're tracking some of the most intense storms between about 6 a.m. to 10 a.m., also 8 p.m. or 8 a.m. to noon, and then 3 p.m. to to 10 p.m. So basically, on and off throughout our day, we could see chances of severe weather. This front will make its way through, and as it starts to move in, we'll await a second system that's going to make its way to the 4 states. Now, that is expected to bring in more chances to see some more severe weather, especially for us on Friday. We are already seeing an enhanced risk for us. But speaking of severe weather, it is Severe Weather Preparedness Week. We are talking about tornado safety today, and we want to talk about the difference between a watch and a warning. Tornado watch, so that basically means the area has been put under a watch for possible tornadic activity. That means you want to have a plan in place because when you are put under a watch, that can get elevated to a warning quite quickly. Once you've been put under a tornado warning, that is when you want to take things very seriously. And you obviously want to take it seriously when a watch has been put in place, but tornado warning, you want to get to your safe space right away. Make sure you have your NOAA weather alert right there for our radio. Also, we have our KSN KODE 4 States weather app, and then we have our 4 States homepage plus as well for the TV. You also want to ensure that you have a safe place, whether that's a storm shelter or a place in your basement. If you do not have a basement, then just the most inner room of your house, more so, and most likely a bathroom, and then going in the bathtub as well. But today's severe risk, we are expected to see more of this to the southeast of I-44. So we see this increase from a 1 out of 5 marginal risk to a slight 2 out of 5 risk the further you get to the southeast. Biggest threat for today is going to be some larger size hail around the size of quarters, and then also some stronger wind gusts as well. Also cannot rule out the chance for an isolated tornado, but that threat for today is on the lower end. Shifting into tomorrow, Thursday, then off to our west. That's when we are looking at a 1 out of 5 marginal risk as well for the same threats. And then Friday, this is what we're really watching because we are already seeing an enhanced 3 out of 5 risk for a good portion of our 4 states region right here. And this is where we're going to see some higher chances to see all severe threats possible. So we'll be tracking these systems as we move into Friday. Highs for today around 60 degrees in Joplin, 59 in Miami, also 65 in Grove. But then this evening, the lows are going to drop into the 50s and 40s to make for some mild temperatures this evening. Now here's a look at your KSN forecast from your local weather authority. High today, 60 degrees. We have these storm chances